Lanta. What do we have here? All right. Oh, this is exciting. We're gonna get that sucker unloaded here. I guess I got something to do today. I think we want to use that 7520 to pick it up off there. It'd be nice if the skid loader could do it, but I don't think it'd probably tip over. That's a heavy unit. I got no clue how this is gonna work. Oh my Lanta. You see it, Pa? You see it?
I might not have such sore muscles no more.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't break it lifting it off.
You can go right through, you know, where those
Stick my forks through that.
yeah, because I think that would work. All you have to do is go up very little, and I can pull right out. I can drop my end.
We weren't prepared. Today's Friday, or Thursday. We thought this was coming on Monday. So I think the power unit is in a box on the trailer, so I'll grab that with the skid loader. And then we're gonna have to pull out the old chute. I assume we'll have to do some dirt work because cattle dug it out and it also builds up around. And then we'll plug her in and see if she works. Oh yeah. Holy Moses.
The butt goes here.
Oh.
And the head goes over there.
All right. I can see the old Titan West chute starting to tear up.
It looks a little grubbier than ever.
Oh, poor thing. He came all the way from Canada.
Moose Jaw just sounds like a very interesting place that I think I'd want to see what it's like sometime.
I bet you could get some good maple syrup there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just a sucker for cool names like that, you know. Moose Jaw, Amber Lamps.
Okay. I think they're going to be about the same length, which will be nice.
Yeah.
Wow, it comes right out.
That one.
Tearing this one out.
We're gonna tear stuff out.
This one's gonna go in the hole in the back of the farm. Just gonna throw it away.
No, we're not.
But as I was saying earlier, probably gonna need to do some dirt work. You can see it's built up around the chute, but like right here, it's kind of dug down.
I just got all the, yes, absolutely.
You got all of them?
And we need to level, you know, it's gonna be a hump there, and we need to level that off and get a nice firm.
I think I want to keep this. Well, he got out of the yard, so I don't think it's our problem anymore. He's down the road.
Although he's not so far away that he can't walk back here again.
Oh, I think that means he's a trespasser then if he walks here.
He actually probably either doing his logbook or taking a leak.
I would assume. Do you think I'll be able to weasel it out of there? Yeah. Okay. That sucker was heavy. I don't know if we'll be able to.
There's a lot of dirt in there.
Yeah, I was hoping that's the issue, because it's a lot easier to maneuver with the skid loader when we're placing it in. What we got here is the new 107 series Q Power hydraulic chute. So the head gate right here is hydraulic. You got your hydraulic squeeze, and then you got your back door, which is basically another head gate that also runs off the hydraulics. We also got a bunch of hose. All the hose. So after we get it in, we'll probably plumb those lines running across the top here. And then I'm pretty sure in here is the power unit, which we'll dig into that. Of course, when it's winter and all the fluid in there gets in the power unit and the reservoir gets cold, it runs slow. I was thinking it'd be awesome if we could put it in the heated office here and just drill 2 holes for the hydraulic couplers to just plug right in, so it'll stay warm. We'll just have to see if we have enough line for that, I guess. We're gonna start doing some dirt work, and then, so today's Thursday. On Monday, we're gonna actually get to use this chute because we got some critters that we're gonna work. We're gonna do a little more banding. Yes, I shut the water off. It's a good question though. Ellie says, what the heck's going on? It's hydraulic. Isn't that awesome? Clean away some of that dirt. That's kind of some poopy dirt. Don't need it anyway. Get that out of here. Holy buckets, that's a unit. Electrical hookup must be carried out by a qualified electrician. That sucks. That's a bummer. Anyway, I can take my anger out on this box and break it open. Got some weight to it. Jeez, that's quite the machine. Isn't that huge? It's definitely heavy. We're gonna have to have an electrician come out. Dad's calling someone right now so we can get him out first thing tomorrow because we got critters to work and our other chute has been moved. That didn't sound like a cord. This is definitely not a cord. What do you think about the power unit?
It's big.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big hunking unit.
Big hunking unit.
Yep. Have you figured out how you're going to hook that to that?
Hook what to what? That?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right here. This to that.
That to that? I have no clue.
That to that.
I'm not a logistics dude. I just sweep the floors.
He looks a little light on his back feet, I'd say.
Big.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good thing.
I kind of think if I set it down, well, I think I need to be on the other side because this hill is kind of. Plus this railroad ties in the way.
Okay, set it down. I'll let you in this other gate. I think I'll move the picnic table a bit more. Oh! Just a second. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah!
Long rod?
That's what they called me in high school.
Oh. If it was longer, it could go into that one, and we can make one.
Oh, if it went all the way down into that one too?
Oh my.
Oh. That might be a stretch. We just need a long rod to go through here, 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 and all the way down to there. Looks like the dirt work a little bit at an angle. Just a little bit. Right now we're gonna cut down these hydraulic hoses and string them where we want to, because we gotta figure out where the reservoir and the pump is gonna sit. That way we can tell our electrician how long of a
So once we get those cut, we need the skid loader over here to pick that
pump
up.
All right.
You got a hold of that, baby?
Yeah. Oh man.
Behind that hose that's up there, and pull it towards you, and that's how those go. They're different. You don't stab them.
Okay.
There you did.
Oh yeah.
I heard bones pop.
Yeah, that was my chest. I have issues. Don't know. It's like a snake. I'll take the dumb end.
And stay here at the point.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I go around the corner.
Okay.
Probably around that speed.
Okay. Make sure we got a little slack.
That's 24 feet.
I dropped the dumb end when we were talking to them. I think they said you don't want to cord longer than 30 or maybe 35
yeah.
because there's a big drop in
Amperage, I believe.
I don't know, a lot of resistance. Vive la resistance. I don't know.
Hopefully that other hose is the same length.
Oh. We could string Christmas lights on these and make it look real festive when we're working cattle.
Yeah. You can do a bunch of nice tie in there, are you?
Yeah. Now what I'll work on is try to fashion a nice long something that'll go through those and into this and maybe even down into there. That would make that real sturdy.
I got another wiring project for you. We've got a hydraulic chute now, and we need the cord hardwired into the motor and then plugged into the...
B- might be onto something. So over here we had this gate that had a big long rod that goes through it to keep it closed. Well, then for some reason it don't fit anymore.
Well, it's just a little short after we poured concrete.
Yeah.
And we just chain it.
And it's got a head on top. Oh man, what are the odds?
Son of a gun.
About a foot too short.
And we're good.
And the electrician, after saying, oh, great guy, he's going on vacation, but tonight he's coming out late.
Well,
he's
he's
gonna...
a big hunter. I bet he's got deer hunting plans for the weekend, but he's 30 miles the other way working, and he's got to go all the way back to Mitchell and get the stuff and come back here. But he said he'd do it.
Nice. I was getting kind of nervous. I wasn't seeing it, but it was hiding right here. I love these things. Air-equipped chutes come with this. It's fiberglass. Usually use those metal bars. You can see that thing with the yellow handle. But these, they're lightweight and still really strong, and so they're just, in my opinion, a lot nicer to use than those metal ones. It's the little things. It's the little things. Dad and I got these chains on. This one's just so the bottom of this, of course, it wasn't long enough to go down through, and so it definitely made it a lot sturdier up here, but this would have been wagging everywhere. So we wrapped this chain around here to hold that rod in place and come to the other side. So Dad put it through the hole right there. And yeah, I think we're ready to go, other than gonna run a few zip ties along there. For now, I think Dad and I, in between uses, we're just gonna pick the pump up and put it in the shop. That way it's warm. I checked, and those lines would go to about right here. And it'd just be really sweet if we could plug them in, have that pump stationary right inside the office. My main concern about that is, say there's just the slightest leak on those, you know, those quick couplers sometimes leak. We're gonna have a mess in the office. So we'll see how it does outside. Maybe next summer we'll set that up. That would be really sweet. I personally have never used, I've been around a hydraulic chute just a little bit, but I have never grabbed one of these and moved it. I've never ran one before. I am gonna have to fill in this hole right there, because when we're sorting and this area is full of critters, something might try to squeeze back through there. So we'll have to figure out what we want to put right there. Oh, that's sweet. I feel like a little train engineer or something. You guys stoked? Because I'm stoked. Bet my mom, Tammy's watching. She's thinking, that just looks hideous. Sort of a functionality type thing. I think I'm going to grab a piece of stockade panel and cut it to fit in here. Whoever had the idea to put all the stockade panels behind 5 rows of bales was an idiot. It was me, I'm the idiot. Ugh. Ugh. Hold on. I'm hitting a rock. Hear that? Big old rock down there. So I grabbed a spade, started digging, then I remembered, oh yeah, there's old concrete down there. I don't think I can punch a T-post down through that. Well, it don't seem too bad. I'm really reluctant to tie this onto here. I think it needs done though, because if calves start boiling out, it's gonna be a mess. Other than that, this thing looks freaking sweet. And earlier, since I was already in here putting some gravel in, I got some nice little bit of crushed rock and gravel right where we're working. It's not fun when you're off balance holding needles in your hands. I'm watching you. You better not chase. Hey, don't do it. Oh, sweet. The electrician's coming. Woo! You know what that means? We're gonna run this thing by the end of the day. All right, they got it hooked up. This is sweet, guys. All right, so they ran a cord. We just flipped this breaker on. And she's running. So we got our 3 levers. The first one runs the head gate, and this is the best part. Dad and I got it too close, so the door actually hits this railroad tie, so we're gonna have to shift this whole thing over a little bit. Can't go perfect the first time. Second one, squeeze. I personally don't think Brian or Jeff could fit in there. It's a pretty tight squeeze. Oh, he's here. And then the third one runs the gate in the back, and it's pretty speedy.
Well, we can slow that down.
Yeah, there's a pressure gauge right here.
Well, I think there's
Fast.
Slow, but
Oh.
that's good pressure there.
Yeah, so it says fast if we turn this way, slow if we turn this way. Let's turn her down a bit.
It'd be a pressure gauge, it'd be a flow control.
Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's pretty fast.
Still pretty fast.
What's the fourth lever not being used?
Correct. If you look down here, our door hits this railroad tie. Because remember, towards the end, we pushed that whole side in.
Yeah.
So we might need to push it back out.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to cock it.
Oh.
And it's probably going to wear.
Okay.
So I think I get the skid loader. We just go in there and
Okay.
move it over a little bit.
I wonder if I can just bar it over.
Okay.
I'll get one.
It's 2,500 pounds, but all right.
That's nothing.
Uh-huh. It's nothing to Brian.
See that solid steel bar?
Uh-huh.
Weighs about 35, 40 pounds. Older brother Greg and I, we always called this the Gordy bar because I had an uncle named Gordon that made us look small, and he was stronger and he could work a bar like this all day long. But he would take these pliers and he could bend the handles because he was so strong. If he was gripping something, he was bending plier handles. It's the way the boys were built in the old days.
Would you say, well, that was probably because all they ate was meat and potatoes, huh?
It was because everything they did back then was manual labor.
Mm.
You know, none of that pussyfooting around with an air-conditioned cab and whatnot.
And a hydraulic chute.
Yep. So
All right.
I'm going to take the Gordy bar and I'm going to slide it
I
over.
budged a little. Get on that concrete. Oh! Look at you.
More?
I don't know. I just want to take a moment. Now, when Aeroquip has any sort of advertising, they talk about how good a flow they have through there. I mean, no wonder why. Look how open that is.
But I have a question.
Okay.
It's that big and you said that Jeff and Brian can't go through there?
Well, no, that's when I... Talking about the squeeze.
Man, that's a smooth squeeze. Hey, rule of thumb,
Yeah.
if you buy cattle that fit through that, you did a poor job of buying cattle. They're probably them doggone Texas Longhorns in. So you'd have to have it this wide for their horns and that narrow for their body.
Tomorrow, we're going to be actually putting a few critters through here. We will definitely see you next time. Next video, we're going to be running this thing with some live critters through it. I hope they're living. I hope they're alive anyway. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. It's just ready to receive some big critters. Look at that.